Today we are starting our classes, and today I have taken the topic that is algebraic expression. Okay, so in today's class we're going to understand the conceptual part of this chapter, the logical things, and we're going to understand some basics in this chapter, and also we'll do some of the numericals based on it. So I hope by this topic you guys will understand algebraic expression much better. And please do comments and let me know whether you understand the things well or not. Okay, so see, this is a topic algebraic expression that I have taken for class 8th. Okay, yes, see, if I have taken an equation, suppose I have taken the equation 2p plus 7, right? So guys, this 7 here is constant. Okay, and this p stands for variable. Now the question arises, ma'am, what is a constant? Constant is something whose value remain fixed. Okay, it will remain as it is. But talking about variable, variables can vary. Like the value of p can be 1, can be 2, can be 3. And here we can see that this is called as operator. So that is a positive operator. Okay. Now, if somebody is asking you to define algebraic expression, we can define that it's a combination of some constant with some variable which are interconnected with the help of some operator. Got it? Yes. So now we will going to understand the terms. Now what are terms? Suppose if I have taken one equation, 3x square y square plus 3xy. See guys, there are two terms here. The first is 3x square y square and the other one is 3xy. So this is called as binomial. Bi means two. Any algebraic expression which is having two terms, then it is called as binomial. Got it? Yes. So on the basis of terms, algebraic expression has been classified into four different types. That is, first is monomial, second is binomial, third is trinomial, and the last one is polynomial. Now see. So, monomial means any algebraic expression which is having only one term, like x, like y. Binomials means bi. It means any algebraic expression which is having two terms, then it is called as binomial. Tri means three terms. Any algebraic expression which is having three terms, that is called as trinomial. And the last is polynomial. Poly means many. Nomial means term. Any algebraic expression which is having one or more than one term. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, or it can be 4. Right? Or more than this, then it is called as polynomial. See, poly, many, nomial means term. It means every monomial, every binomial, every trinomial, they all come under polynomial. Got it? Okay. I hope you guys understood this. Now let's understand what is degree. See, if I have written the equation 3x to the power 7 plus 4x to the power 4 plus 5x to the power 3. See, here x is having the power 7. Here x is having the power 4. And here x is having the power 3. Now, what is the highest power of x here? That is 7. Then we can say that highest power is 7. It means the degree of this algebraic expression will be also 7. Got it? Yes. Okay. So now let's understand like terms and unlike terms. Now, Suppose if I have written the equation that is 3x square y square plus 4x square y square. What is the similarity between these two terms? These are two terms, right? So what is the similarity? See, this both the terms, okay, sorry, yes, this both the terms are identical here. Okay, and if the terms, like see, the variables are identical here in this terms, and if the variables are identical, then it is called as like terms. Just opposite of this, suppose if I have written 3x y cube plus 4x y. See, the variables are unidentical here. If the variables are unidentical, then we will call it as unlike terms. Okay, it means the variables are not same in this equation, in this algebraic expression. Okay, now see why it is important to understand the like terms and the unlike terms. See, in like terms we can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, but in unlike terms we can only perform multiplication and division. That's the difference. Got it? Okay, so now we have understood what are like terms and unlike terms. Now we're going to understand the equations based on it. That is, let's see, let me just turn the page first. Okay, so now we'll understand addition operation. See, if suppose we have been given the equation 3x minus 4y plus 5z minus 9 and 5x plus 3y minus 8. Always remember this thing, plus is always plus minus is always minus is always plus, and sign will be as always of greater number. Okay, so sign will be of greater number only. So here they are asking to do addition operation. Okay, which operation we have to perform here? That is an addition operation. Now see, here what we're going to do, I'll take 3x minus 4y plus 5z minus 9. In the place of and, I'll use plus sign. 5x plus 3y minus 8. Okay, now what we will going to do, we will put like terms together. So 3x plus 5x, these are the like terms, minus 4y plus 3y, these are the like terms. 5z is not having pair, I'll write it as it is, and rest of the numbers will remain at the back. So first you have to do, like what you have to do, you have to arrange your equation in such a manner that you have to put all the like terms together. Okay, so once you did this, now plus is plus, so that will be 3 plus 5 is 8, and both are positive, so this will be positive at x. Plus minus will be minus, but sign will be of greater number, so that will be minus y. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. So we can write it minus 1 or we can write it minus 5. So don't get confused with this. 5z will remain as it is. Minus will be plus, sign will be of greater number. That will be minus 17. So this will be our required equation. Okay. So now this is how we can perform addition operation. Now let us understand an example from subtraction as well. See, if I have written the equation like a minus b, we have to subtract, okay? Subtract a minus b from 3a plus 5b minus 4c plus 8. This is our equation and we have to subtract it. See, a minus b should be subtract from 3a plus 5b minus 4c plus 8. So, we are subtracting this from this. So, for that reason, this will be written at first place and this will be written at second place. Got it? Now see, I'll write this equation 3a plus 5b minus 4c plus 8. This I have written the equation, right? I'll subtract from this equation a minus b. Now the question comes, ma'am, why you have put this in bracket? Why can't you write it directly, right? So that is the confusion you guys are having. See, I have to subtract a minus b entirely from this equation. If I am writing it without bracket, it means I am only subtracting a. But I have to subtract this entirely from the first equation. And for that reason, I have just put a bracket here. Now, what will be my equation? 3a plus 5b minus 4c plus 8. This minus sign will go inside and all the sign will get changed. Minus a plus b. That is, plus minus will be minus and minus minus will be plus. Now I'll see what are the like terms together. I put them together. So the like terms. This is also like terms. 4c is not having a like term, so we'll write it as it is. 3a minus a are the like terms. Plus 5b plus b are the like terms. Minus 4c are the unlike terms. And rest of the numbers will remain at the back. 3 minus a is 2a. 5b plus b, that is 6b minus 4c plus a. And this will be our required answer. Got it? So this is how we have to perform the operations of addition and subtraction. We have to also perform the operation of multiplication and division that we're going to understand while we are doing the exercise question. So that's all for today's class, guys. I hope you guys understood the things well. And the next class we're going to do exercises and we're going to solve the questions of the exercises of this chapter. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. Okay, bye.